Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to do something a little bit different, something we haven't done on the Tenkara Angler YouTube channel before. We're going to do an unboxing. I just got a really cool package, or at least what I hope is a really cool package from Japan, where all the good stuff comes from. And we're going to see what's inside. I'll give you a hint, it's a new River Peak rod, and maybe some accessories too. But let's jump right into it. Grabbing the box. As you can see, when you get stuff from overseas, it's got all kinds of crazy parcel information on it. This box is a little bit longer than most Tenkara boxes, rod boxes. It looks like they did a little tape job on the end to accommodate possibly a little bit extra length to it. I don't know. Let's see. But we're going to break out the knife and see what we can't get into here. Like I said, they pieced this together, so there's a little bit of a joint on this end. And when I open it up, we've got a lot of bubble wrap. And oh, there's other things in here too. Hold on, let's see what else we got here before we get to the bubble wrap. Is that it? Put my arm in there just to make sure. Looks like that's it. So what do we have? We have a River Peak 2023 Fly and Tenkara catalog. That's going to be fun to page through. Lots of information on both, I guess, fly fishing line, accessories, and their Tenkara rods. So that'll be cool. We also have two line spools, which will be, they're a little bit interesting. I'll show what they are actually really quickly. I don't know if you've seen them or not on social media. River Peak's been teasing them, particularly on their Instagram page recently. But they are wooden line spools that have a band that keeps its Velcro, and it keeps the line on once you have it wrapped around. But it also has a little metal hook on there, or eye on there to attach a hook. So when you keep your fly and then you wrap it around, it doesn't go anywhere. They sent two of them. They sent one that looks like it has a trout design on it, and then they sent another one that's got looks like a frog and a trout, and I don't know. Looks almost pornographic, but that's what that is. The frog is definitely having some fun with that fish. Now we'll get into the rod itself. Probably why you're watching this video, right? It is shrink wrap or bubble wrap, so we'll just get rid of that. Get rid of that bubble wrap, and then we've got a rod sock, which we will untie. Hopefully. Then slide this off. And what we have here, and hopefully it fits in the screen, it's pretty big, brand new River Peak Kiwami 45. That's the Honryu or mainstream edition of their Kiwami series. I actually have all three of them now, so I'll kind of hold them up for scale. We have I guess this is the 33, the 38, and now the 45. They're all basically the same rod, it looks like to me, just this new 45 is super big. You can see the grip is quite a bit longer than the other two, and the thickness of the tube is as well, the blank tube. So that's kind of interesting. But it's the same construction. It still has the same, kind of ribbing and glossy finish and, all that kind of stuff, and a really big rod cap on the end. I wonder if the Lillian's super big. Let's see. Now, the Lillian's normal. Oh, that comes down to quite a little tip. So that's kind of interesting. I am very excited to see how this casts. I'm going to take this out this weekend and play around with it a little bit. I live in Florida, so it won't be actually mainstream fishing. It'll be more so in ponds for bass and whatever else you can find in a Florida pond. You can never tell. It's a mixed bag. But I'm just interested to see how it casts. This being a 450 centimeter rod, the things that I noticed with the other River Peak rods is that they are generally softer and a little bit slower in action. So when you have a rod like the 33, no big deal. It's just a little bit of a different action. As you get a little bit bigger to a rod like the 38, the slowness makes the casting stroke feel slightly heavier. Still not horrible, but just, it's noticeably heavier. So I'm curious to see how they changed up the 45, if they made it a little bit faster, if they made it a little bit stiffer. Personally, when rods get up to about 13 feet or more, I like rods to be a little bit stiffer. It just makes the casting, the day of casting, a little bit more pleasurable. But we shall see. If you are interested in learning more about this rod, we are going to do a proper, measurable and rod report and, gear review, if you will, like we always do. But in the meantime, you can check out a post that Tom Davis put on Tenkara Angler recently that just kind of gives the specs and overviews. I'll put a little graphic up here, I guess, for it, and then a link in the description below. You could also go to the River Peak website. They've got a lot of information that translates into English, where you can read more about this rod. We're also going to start a brand page for all of the rod companies. So we're going to start a page for River Peak specifically, which would be at tenkaraangler.com/riverpeak. So you'll be able to see all about the River Peak rods on our website. I'll put that link in the video description as well. Well, that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot else to see. Just wanted to show you this rod in person. Like I said, you're going to go out and fish it. And, hopefully it is a worthwhile addition to anybody's big water and big fish quiver. Thanks a lot.